baseball on the show from the bank, Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Atlanta Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The game's count starting now. It's opening day. It's the show. And it's coming up next. Zach Wheeler gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Matt, this guy's one of the best right-handed arms in the game of baseball. I was fortunate to be able to be at Phillies spring training camp a couple of years ago and watched him throw from the bullpen mound, and my mouth just dropped how good this guy is. He has that explosive fastball down in the zone, great assortment of off-speed pitches. This is one of the top pitchers in the game, and if he's on, good luck getting any knocks off this guy.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
So he sets him down swinging. Ozzie Albies goes down for the first out of the game.
Number 13.
Acuna digs in now. Fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Clear skies in the forecast this afternoon. 62 degrees here at first pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Freddie Freeman there. He'll hit next. The 3-1. Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman. His career line against Wheeler. He's got 17 hits in 35 ABs. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Now a throw over, runner back standing. Acuna leads off first with 1 away. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2. Hit back toward the mound. Galvis is there. Segura for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing across here this half. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. So here is Travis Jankowski. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Phillies, the left fielder, Travis Jankowski.
Now here it comes. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Late square, and this is popped up. Soroka is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Batting second, the second baseman.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Gene Segura. Now here's the first offering. The 1-0.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
And that one yanked just foul.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it in one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
Here now the 2-2. And Philadelphia's into the hit column for the first time this year.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Man at first for him following the one-out single. 0-1 the count to Bryce Harper. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Bryce Harper becomes out number 2 this inning. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. No balls and 1 strike. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Ready with the 0-1. Runners on the move for second. Strike taken to throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Trying to move into scoring position with 2 away, but not to be as we get another look. More from Citizens Bank Park in just a moment. And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Austin Riley.
The third baseman.
First pitch on its way.
Riley.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Sent on the ground out to second. There's Segura on to first, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 8.
Now at the plate is Eddie Rosario. First pitch on the way. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Hit hard down the line, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Galvis has it. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. 2 down, no one on base. And up next, former San Francisco minor league property Adam Duvall. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Braves. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. Set to lead off the home half of the second.
The first baseman,
And the pitch.
Hoskins.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Now here's the pitch. Hits this one hard the other way. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Brad Miller is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Over to Albies. On to Freeman. A double play.
Batting 6. The catcher.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone. And in steps the catcher, JT Realmuto. First offering on its way. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. And it's 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Swanson brings it in. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Down quickly go the Phillies. Will move to the third with no score. Now at the plate, Travis d'Arnaud. 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. And the pitch.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away. Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. His career line against Wheeler. He's got 1 hit in 17 at-bats. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. Jankowski looks up, and it's gone. Dansby Swanson with a solo shot. First home run of the campaign for him. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
To the plate now, Mike Soroka.
Pitcher number 40.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Might get the take sign here until he sees a strike. He's not known to be a very good hitting pitcher.
Here's a hot shot that'll be caught at first base as he'll hang on here to record the second out.
Second baseman.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1.
Okay, if you're in this lineup right here, game on, boys. I know he's got power stuff, but if he's going to come middle of the plate, you better be ready to pull the trigger.
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation because if you're off just a little bit, you can end up plunking a guy. That's the last thing you want to do when you've got a guy 0-2.
And it's fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes from Zach Wheeler. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
And he fouls this one off.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. We played 2.5. It's bottom of the 3rd now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Adam Hazley.
Phillies, the center fielder, Adam.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. Lifted down the line in left. And he will make the catch on the full run. And there's a dandy of an out to start the inning.
Batting in.
Next, here is Freddie Galvis as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Very difficult to be a switch hitter in baseball today. Without question, the more comfortable side being from the right side. So he's going to have his work cut out for him here, hitting left-handed.
And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in next, Zach Wheeler. First pitch on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Softly hit toward the hole. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the top of inning number 4. Braves lead this one 1-0. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now.
The center fielder, number 13.
Now here's the first offering.
Acuna Jr.
And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Here comes the 1-2. Fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Freddie Freeman is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball that's 1-0. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. Ground ball sent back up the middle, fielded by Galvis, and there's out number 2. The next to bat for Atlanta, Austin Riley. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he lays off there 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Good fastball there. Didn't get the swing, but the guy at the plate isn't someone who chases many bad pitches.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they're on top 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Travis Jankowski. Now the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Good action on the sinker, 1-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Stepping in once again is Jean Segura, singled in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And he struck him out.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit right. That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Bryce Harper will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Cutter low, 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
Can't connect there. It's 2-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Swanson picks it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're down 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Eddie Rosario. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1. Rosario is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from. Nothing fires me up more than watching a hitter take what a pitcher gives him. Pitches away, batter's able to keep his hands inside, not try and do too much, and just force feed a single.
Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
A ball and 2 strikes.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Ball 1. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him as the Braves have opened up a 3-0 lead.
Ah, man, that swing right there, Dan, that had to feel good. You're facing an elite starter. You don't know if you're even going to get wood on the baseball today.
You know, and that'll rattle you a little bit. This guy's been throwing the ball great, one of the top pitchers in the game. He's not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. No balls and a strike to count. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Oh, and that ball's absolutely crushed down the line. Forget about it. That's going to stay fair and make it back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot down the line in left, his second of the game, and the Braves add on. It's 4-0.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
In now, Mike Soroka, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Popped up. Real Muto is there. 2 down. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. First pitch on its way. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike one.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Segura has it. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Last half of the 5th coming up. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Joe Girardi during the commercial break about the Phillies offense, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. And now in the box, Rhys Hoskins. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base paths if they can get somebody on.
Hit to first. Freeman's got it. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in will be Brad Miller. Now here it comes. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. Right side, but it's well foul. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Swinging a soft liner, and that'll be the second out. Now to the plate, JT Realmuto. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up. Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order. They trail here 4-0. Connor Brogdon takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Ronald Acuna. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. One and two now. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there and advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Liner into right center. That's a base hit. Now this rolls all the way to the wall. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. No hits to this point. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Fouled off. The 2-2. Freeman leads off second with one gone in the inning. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. He might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Eddie Rosario stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Rolled slowly down the first baseline. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. Here now is Adam Hazley. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. That misses. 1-2. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though.
I really like watching righties throw that cutter in on lefties' hands like that. This one was down 2, and if he hits it, there's a pretty good chance he's going to pound it into the ground. Maybe even give himself a shin burger.
And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Freddie Galvis will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
2-0 now.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Now the 2-0. A runner at first with no outs here. Phillies shortstop in front in the count, 3-1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Acuna will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Alec Bohm will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Fastball right back to the mound. To second for one. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Phillies go down quietly there. Sam Coonrod is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. seventh inning ready to roll. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Adam Duvall. Here's the first pitch to him. Ground ball left side. Defense set up perfectly. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Travis d'Arnaud will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. First delivery to him. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Popped him up. Segura has a play. And that's the second out of the inning. Dansby Swanson stands in looking for home run number 3 right here as you see what he's done so far in this one. First pitch on its way. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good waist pitch, 1-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Mike Soroka is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. One and 2 now to the Braves pitcher. And he fouls this one off. Swanson, the runner at first with 2 gone. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. Braves strand 1, but they hold up 4. Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Yeah, and it's usually demoralizing, Matty, when the top of the order, so-called best hitters, are shut down. But you know what? We can't expect them to carry us every single day. Somebody in the southern part of this order has got to step up and get this offense rolling.
Swing and a liner. Well, this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
Up next.
So now to the plate, Gene Segura, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. Swing and a liner. Duvall is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The right fielder, number 3.
So 2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper. A ball and no strikes. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his...
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're on the short. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies.
The second baseman.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. A 1 pitch on its way. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
First pitch on its way. Ronald Acuna is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Advantage count 2-0 to the Braves center fielder. They get him off balance there as he reaches for that one but can't find it. It's 2-1.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
And the count will be full. From the stretch.
He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
High and deep down the left field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The next 3-2.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Cam Bedrosian is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day. Freddie Freeman will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. He's set. Here it comes. Liner toward right center. And Freeman's aboard. It's a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Pitcher's got to stay on his toes right there. You never know who in this lineup is going to pull out the old ambush. Knock to right there.
At the plate, Austin Riley, as he'll get caught reaching on a first pitch slider for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. To short. Galvis is there. Segura for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 left for Atlanta. They lead it 4-0. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins.
Hey, this is where you go up there and you just focus on doing your job. Turn the scoreboard off in your head. I know you're down a lot, but you have to have one quality at bat followed by another quality at bat. Don't give any outs away. No ABs go unnoticed right here.
The third baseman.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guys swinging first pitch.
No, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Slider laid off for a ball.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Ready
Now
now
batting,
is
catcher,
JT Realmuto. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
This ball will be chopped foul. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now
we'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. 1 left for Philadelphia. They trail here 4-0. Now at the plate, here is Eddie Rosario. He bounced out last time up.
Right fielder, Eddie Rosario.
First pitch on its way. Fouled away. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. Fouled off. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Stepping in for the Braves, Adam Duvall. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, and an ugly swing there. It's 0-1.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
Now the pitch. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
2-2 count. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. So next to hit is Travis d'Arnaud, trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off them. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
The 2-0. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Hazley finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Braves, but they're in front 4-0. And now, Freddie Galvis. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out. And over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. Freeman is up with it, and there's 1 gone to start the bottom of the ninth. Didi Gregorius will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Now the pitch. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. On to first, and now the Phillies are down to their final out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Travis Jankowski. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and the inning continues. The relay, and a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Out in front of it, strike 1. The 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first will be in time to get him. And the Braves move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over. 4-0 the score this afternoon. The Atlanta Braves led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Mike Soroka earns his first win of the season. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasquez.